Hi, felting fans, it's Jules again, and today we're going to do a super simple beginner's felting project, a little bunny. I started this channel because I'm a new felter and I wanted a place to share all of the things that I've been learning. I find every time I make something new, I learn something. So I wanted to start a channel where I could share things that I've been learning along the way and then also hear from you. So if you have tips or feedback or comments, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. So this is the perfect I love you bunny. It's the kind of thing where you could sneak it into your significant other's suitcase, and when they got to their destination and found it, they would know you were thinking about them. This is a bunny that you could make with only 3 different kinds of wool plus core wool or white batting and 1 needle. It took me under an hour to do, so let me show you. For this project, you will need either core wool or white batting. You'll need a little bit of blue, a little bit of pink, and a little bit of red wool. You'll also need 1 felting needle. I'm gonna take like a little bunch of wool. I'm gonna make a really tiny little thing. And I'm going to wrap it like this to kind of make a shape. So I want the top to be a little bit smaller and the bottom to be wider, like that. See? And then I'll felt it. And the tighter you wrap it, the less you have to poke. You just need to poke a bunch until it's nice and firm. And you want it a little bit fat like this, so he can stand. He's gonna stand up eventually, okay? It's just gonna be a cute little bunny like this. I think I want the bottom a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna add a little extra to the bottom. I'm gonna make the bottom flat like this so that he'll be able to stand up. To make the ears, I'm going to put my sheet over my wool pad. I just like it better when I'm doing things that I need to pull up. So we'll put, I'm just hoping you can see it. Yeah, you can see it, okay. I'm going to put 2 pieces of fluff here, approximately the same size. So we can try to get the ears to be the same. And we'll stretch it out a little bit like this because we want long ears, right? And I'm going to fold it over like that, so that it's already kind of the shape that I want. And then I'll just start poking. Keeping the top round like that. And I'm going to try to make the other one match. So I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. And then I'm going to fold this in half and then fold it again. Fold it like this. And put it right next to the other one so I can kind of match the sizes easily. This one feels a lot bigger than this one. I might add a little extra to this guy, make him just as thick. Here's the thing about the bunny ears, is you're going to have to felt them pretty firmly because you want them to be able to stand up straight. All right, let's see here. See how much easier it is to get them off the wool when they're on that sheet? So I'm going to feel them. I think this one is a little thicker than this one, so we'll flip them over and we'll start felting a little bit more. And I like this one too. It's kind of fat on the top and gets skinny at the bottom. So I'm going to add more to this one so he does the same thing. Of course, the ends you leave fluffy like that because we're going to use that to attach it to the bunny. So now there's a fluffy side, which is the one we were felting into. This one doesn't seem to have as fluffy a side. And if we just felt a little bit softer, we can kind of get rid of that. Like sometimes I'll do it like this and tuck it into itself. But I also want to add a little bit of pink in here for the inside of his ears. I think this shape is a little wrong. I want this one to be a little rounder on top to match that other one better. Let's get a little bit of pink, like really, really light amount of pink, maybe like this. Maybe even less. Just one hint of pink in their ears. And I'm going to just tack it in like so lightly, because I don't want it to come through the back. So I'm going to kind of do it like this at an angle. I don't want about the same amount. And if you do get some on the back, you can always just add a little bit more white. Let's figure out where we want the ears. Just kind of tack them to the back like this. Use the fluff to attach it to our bunny. Make sure that they're the same size. And make sure it's flat on the bottom so that you can stand up. Now you can take maybe a little bit of the red and make a tiny little nose. Pick a spot right about here and just make like a little oval shape. Just like a cute little bunny nose. Then you can take a tiny bit more red. This, make just a little, rub it between your fingers like this. So you have just a little line. And you can make like a teeny tiny little bunny mouth. Like that. Then take the blue, just the smallest little bit like this. Again, you can kind of start it like that, but to make the little eyeballs, just poke it in a little bit like this, and then I swirl it around and tuck it in. And obviously the more you tuck it in, the smaller the eyes get. There we go. And then another fun thing I like to do is take the pink and make a little heart, maybe, that goes like right here. There we go. Now, of course, last but not least, we need a tiny bit more white fluff for his tail. And this one we're not going to felt in very hard at all because we want it to be a cute little fluffy tail here at the back. There we go. See if he'll stand. Then you have to just make sure he'll stand up. So you might need to needle felt the bottom a little bit more firmly to get him to stand up. Ta-da! Hello. So cute. Thank you so much for joining me today to make this little, fast, needle felted bunny. I just think he's so cute and it's so easy. Hope to see you again in the next video.